Hi, today we look at the work done and energy in electric field. So we are considering work done to move a charge. As shown here, we have a configuration of charges consisting of Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, etc. So we have a configuration of charges. Now that configuration of charges will be producing an electric field around it. Okay, that electric field is E, the electric field produced by this assembly or configuration of charges. We are moving a test charge in this electric field from a point A to a point B. What we want to calculate is the work done against this electric force, because the test charge in the electric field E will be experiencing a force QE. So we have to do work against this electric force in moving the charge from a point A to a point B. Okay, so that we calculate. The work done is given by integral F dot dl. Integral F dot dl, limits A to B. We are moving the test charge from A to B. So the work done is integral A to B F dot dl. And as I told, we are doing work against the electric force QE. So this F is equal to minus QE, because we are doing work against this electric force. Okay, so we are moving the particle from A to B gradually without accelerating the charge by infinitesimal small steps. Okay, so the force that we have to do, or the force that we have to apply, that is minus QE. So for the work done, we give W equal to integral A to B F dot dl, where F is equal to minus QE. Okay, the Q can come outside, so we have minus Q integral A to B E dot dl, and we have seen, or we have defined, the potential difference between 2 points as equal to minus of integral A to B E dot dl. Okay, so potential difference between 2 points B and A, V of B minus V of A, that is equal to minus integral A to B E dot dl. So here for minus integral A dot dl, I am giving V of B minus V of A. So the work done in moving a test charge, capital Q, from A to B, that is equal to Q, the test charge, times the potential difference between the 2 points. Okay, also we can write V of B minus V of A as equal to W by Q, because W is equal to Q, the work done W is equal to Q, V of B minus V of A. So V of B minus V of A, that is equal to W, the work done by the charge Q. So we can define the potential difference between 2 points as the work done per unit charge. Okay, work done per unit charge in moving that charge from point A to the point B. Okay, so the potential difference between 2 points A and B, that is equal to work done in moving a unit charge from A to B. Okay, so this way we can define the potential difference between 2 points. Okay, now suppose that we are moving the charge from infinity, a very far away place, infinity to a point R. So A is now infinity and B is a point of position vector R. So the work done now is equal to Q V of R minus V of infinity. V of R is the potential at R, V of infinity is the potential at infinity. And we know we take the potential at infinity as equal to 0. Okay, so W, the work done in taking a charge from infinity, from a faraway place to a place of potential, V of R is equal to Q V of R. Okay, so we get a relation, the work done, I repeat, the work done in taking a charge Q from infinity to a point of position vector R where the potential is V of R is Q V of R. So W is equal to Q V of R. So we have calculated work done to move a charge. First we calculated the work done to move the charge from A to B, and then we saw work done to bring a charge from infinity to a point of position vector R. Now we see the energy of a point charge distribution. We have an assembly, suppose that we have an assembly of charges, Q1, Q2, Q3, etc. And actually we are assembling these charges by bringing them from infinity to their respective positions. Okay, we consider three charges, Q1, Q2, Q3, an assembly of three charges, and position vectors R1, R2 and R3. And what we are going to calculate is the work done in assembling these charges. Work done in assembling these charges by bringing these charges from infinity one by one. We first bring Q1 and then we bring Q2 and then we bring Q3 and then we bring another charge Q4 and we calculate the work done. Okay, the first charge is Q1. For bringing the charge Q1 from infinity to a point R1, position vector R1, there is no need of doing any work. Why? Because there is no electric field. We are bringing the first charge, okay, Q1, so there is no electric field and no potential. So the work done to bring the first charge from infinity is 0. Then the first charge is at the position R1. We are bringing the second charge Q2. We are bringing the second charge Q2 from infinity to a point of position vector R2. The distance between the first charge and second charge is R12. The distance between the first charge and second charge is R12. So what will be the potential at the second charge? Due to the first charge, what is the potential at the second charge? That is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 by R12. Okay, I think it is clear to you. We have the charge Q1 at a point, then we are bringing the second charge from infinity to a point of position vector R2. What is the potential at the charge Q2 by the first charge Q1? That is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q 1 by R12. Okay. Then the work done. What will be the work done? Work done, we know W is equal to Q, the charge that we are bringing, times the potential at that point. So potential, we know the charge that we are bringing is Q2. So the work done, W is equal to, in this case we say W2, that is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 by R12, the potential, into the charge we are bringing Q2. So this is the work done to bring the second charge. Now we are bringing the third charge. So first charge is at position R1, second charge is at position R2. Now we are bringing the third charge. What is the work done? How do we calculate it? We first calculate the potential at the position of the third charge, Q3, it is at R3. So the potential at Q3 is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 by R13 plus Q2 by R23. Okay, so 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 by R13 plus Q2 by R23, that is the potential. You multiply it with Q3, so you get the work done. So W3, the work done to bring the third charge from infinity to the point of position vector R3, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 by R13 plus Q2 by R23 times Q3. The charge we are bringing is Q3. So this is the work done. In similar fashion, similar way, we can calculate the work done to bring a charge Q4 from infinity to a point of position vector R4, that is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 by R14, Q2 by R24, Q3 by R34. Okay, all these charges are there. Q1, Q2, Q3 are at R1, R2, R3. And it is producing an electric field and a potential, and we are bringing the fourth charge into this electric field, into this potential. So the work done is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 by R14 plus Q2 by R24 plus Q3 by R34. The potential into the charge we are bringing is Q4. So this is the work done. So we calculated the work done to bring the first charge, that is 0. The work done to bring the second charge, W2, that we calculated. The work done to bring the third charge, we calculated. The work done to bring the fourth charge, we calculated. So what is the total work done in assembling these four charges? By bringing these charges one by one from infinity. How do we get it? By adding all these W's, W1, W2, W3, W4, you add. So we get the total work done. W is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. Inside the bracket, what you have is Q1, Q2 by R12. The first W2, then Q1, Q3 by R13 plus Q2, Q3 by R23 plus Q1, Q4 by R14, Q2, Q4 by R24, Q3, Q4 by R34. Okay, so we add all this and we get the total work done. Okay, so we have this Q1, Q2 by R12, Q1, Q3 by R13, Q1, Q4 by R14, Q2, Q3 by R23, Q2, Q4 by R24, Q3, Q4 by R34. So by looking at this expression, we can write a general expression for the work done in assembling a system of n charges. Here we considered 4 charges. We are now generalizing it to an assembly of 4 n charges, any number of charges. How do we write it? very simple, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0, sigma equal to 1 to n, sigma j equal to 1 to n. We have two summations, double summation. And when we sum, we have to take care that j is always greater than I. Okay, when Q1, Q2, Q1, Q3, Q1, Q4, Q2, Q3, Q2, Q4, Q3, Q4, we see the second charge, the number of the second charge is greater than the first charge. Okay, so that we have to take care of. So W 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0, the double summation over I over j, and j greater than I. Qi Qj by Rij. Okay, so this way we can write the expression for the work done. And why do we have this j greater than I? If j greater than I, that is not written there, what we will get is, we will count each pair twice. Okay, we will have Q1, Q2, then Q2, Q1 when we take the double summation. So if this condition is not there, j greater than I is not there, we will be taking Q1, Q2 and Q2, Q1, Q1, Q3, Q3, Q1. So we will be counting, we will be taking summation for each pair twice. So that is not needed. Okay, so that's why we have the condition j is greater than I. Also we have to avoid this Q1, Q1, Q2, Q2, Q3, Q3, Q4, Q4 has to be avoided. Such terms are not present in the summation, so that's why we have j greater than I. Okay, so we use that. Then we are writing it in another form. W equal to 1 by 8 pi epsilon 0. See, the summation has changed. Sigma equal to 1 to n, sigma j equal to 1 to n. The condition is j not equal to I. Qi Qj by Rij. So here j greater than I is not there. Actually, in this summation, we will be taking summation over all possible pairs, and actually it comes twice. Q1, Q2, Q2, Q1, Q3, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q3, Q1, Q1, Q4, Q4, Q1. This pairs will come twice, but we need only one. So we divide it by 2. So that's why we have this 1 by 8 pi epsilon 0 here. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 in the first summation becomes 1 by 8 pi epsilon 0, because here the condition is different. The condition is j not equal to I. J not equal to I. So we are taking both the pairs Q1, Q2 and Q2, Q1. And then we divide it by 2 so that we get the original expression. Now this expression is written in another form. W equal to, I take half, and sigma equal to 1 to n Qi, and the rest of the terms, sigma j equal to 1 to n, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Qj by Rij. This is actually, this term, sigma j equal to 1 to n, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Qj by Rij. That is actually the total potential at the point, at the charge I. Isn't it? This is summation, sigma j equal to 1 to n, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Qj. That means we are summing over all the other charges. I not equal to j is there. So we are summing over all the other charges. So this is actually potential term, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Qj by Rij. And we sum over all j. And that is the total potential at the charge Qi. So that we write as V of Ri. So W, the work done in assembling a system of n charges by bringing them from infinity, that is equal to half sigma I equal to 1 to n Qi V of Ri. Okay, so we have this expression for work done for assembling a system of charges.